Gratitude is powerful. It can change your life. I don't normally share my problems with you because, quite honestly, you have your own stuff to deal with and you probably don't want to listen to mine. But today I was in a real funk and I just wasn't feeling great and I wanted inspiration. So I turned to YouTube and what I came across blew my mind. In fact, I think I cried a handful of times during this video. It was Ed Mylett was interviewing a young man named Jake Olson. Jake was born with a rare form of cancer called retinoblastoma, which is a cancer of the retinas. By the age of 12, he needed to have both his eyes surgically removed. He said to his parents that the one thing he was saddest about was that after the operation, he'd never get to watch a USC Trojan football game. And he asked them if they would take him to a game before the surgery. Well, somehow his wish was heard by the Trojans' head football coach, Pete Carroll, and he made it happen. In fact, afterwards, he even made him an honorary member of the team. But what's more amazing is that years later, he was on the football team as a blind person who was in a game, and he was a long snapper in a game against Western Michigan in 2017. He is so amazing, this young man. His outlook is so fantastic. I just had to share it with you. If you find yourself in need of inspiration, definitely watch this video. It totally, snapped me out of my funk for sure. And I hope that you find it inspirational as well.
Really, when people say I have a positive attitude, it's such a cliche,
Yeah.
And the problem is when I think most people say have a positive attitude, a lot of people are like, okay, well how? And for that how, for really me, it's just being grateful. And that gratitude is just such a powerful thing in life. And the coolest thing about gratitude is actually a skill, and it's a skill you can practice. It's not no one's born more grateful than the next person. It's just it's something you actually can practice and get better at by recognizing what's grateful in life. When you start to focus on, hey, I'll list 3 things today I'm grateful for, your mind actually rearranges itself to start focusing on things that in the day that you can be thankful for.
Oh my God.
So, and the powerful thing in being grateful is, I can sit here and say I'm blind. And there's a lot of hardship that comes with blind. There's a lot of adversity that comes with blind. There's a lot of frustrations in the day where it's like, man, if I could just see, this would be so much better. And there's a lot of sad times, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's times I'll cry and realize I'll never be able to see what my wife looks like or kids. There's time when you're talking about the ocean that I can't see the ocean there, and it's sad. But also, I'm here being able to be with you. Being on this podcast. I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity. I got this guide dynasty. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I have an athletic body. I have a great mind, and I have a good sense of humor. There's so many things God has gifted me. If I were to focus on the one thing I don't have, which is my eyesight, I think that'd be shameful.
Man, brother, the best sentence ever said on my show. The last, the best, because you live it. You're not just writing it down and this is a tip. You're living this. And I love what you said about listening to the voices too. I've not heard somebody say it that way before, where it's you choose what voices you're going to listen to in your head. And we all do this, by the way. We do begin to magnify the 1 or 2 bad things in our life to this extent, which minimizes all the things we should be grateful for. You're freaking extraordinary. But I didn't know I was going to ask you this, but I'm just curious, just because you've gone through this journey, I think some people would be curious about this. Has your faith played any role in your success in your life and your peace of mind and your gratitude?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, one of my favorite Bible verses is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you hope in the future. And I mean, that's on my wall at home, and as especially growing up as a kid, after receiving news that the cancer's back for the umpteenth time, it's okay. Obviously God has a plan for me and a plan for my life. And I mean, I said it after I snapped my first time in the Coliseum. I go, if you can't see how God works things out, you're the blind one, and I mean that.
Oh boy, gosh. See, wow, yeah. I'm never speechless in these interviews. Okay, I'm never speechless because you are unique to me in that you live these things every single day, and you exemplify something that I really believe strongly, which is that it's not the events of your life that define you; it's the meaning that you take from the event. And you took an event that most people would take a meaning from that was devastating or tragic, and there's parts of that you've acknowledged that have hurt you, but you turned it into meaning the right things for you. So I'm so blown away by you. And by the way, everybody listening to this is too.